Okay, so I'm coming home from the job center. I had to go to Centrelink, Social Security, get a transport concession, so I have to sit there. And the oddest thing happened. The oddest thing. When I went in, I didn't look left or right. There's a line, and then so anyway, I told them what I came for, and they told me, took my details down and told me to sit down. And I go, there's like this area where people sit, like chairs arranged. So I just walk over and try to find a place to sit, and I saw a vacant seat. And right next to the seat was my dad. And I haven't seen him in a long time. So when I saw him, I was like, oh my god, my dad's here. So I go, to that vacant seat, and I was looking at him, and I don't think he was looking at me. He was looking sort of straightish. Anyway, I sat down, I was like very surprised and like, oh look, my dad's here, and I was being, how like when you recognize someone and you're in an unfamiliar environment, you're like, I'm just waiting for my mom. Ugh, it's all blue here. Anyway, you're like, you're friendly and stuff. So I sat next to him and I just asked him, so what are you doing here? Quietly. And he sort of pretended not to hear what I said. And then I just waited and I asked him again, what are you doing here? And then he looks at me and then he sort of says, excuse me, oh, I'm pointed somewhere and said, I'm waiting to go there or something to use those computers. And then it took me a while, a few seconds to register what was It took me a few seconds to register what was happening, and I just realized that he was pretending not to know me. And when that sunk in, I was like completely shocked. Because I've never had this experience before. I think what happened was because when I walked in, I was like wearing these makeup and nails painted, and I looked very, at least tranny. So that's basically, I don't, he never knew, he doesn't know about my transition, so I think he must have been completely shocked, like, what the hell what happened to my son? So, so I was sitting next to him and it was like so uncomfortable because like I didn't ask him anything else. I was just sitting next to him and he just pretended like to ignore me, and I was just like, I looked at him a couple of times, but it was very uncomfortable, and I don't know, it's not a good feeling. It wasn't a good experience. And then after, I think I got a text message on my phone and I took my phone out, and then I don't know what happened, but he just sort of got up and he walked over again, didn't look at me, didn't say anything, pretended like I wasn't there, and he went over and talked to some people there, and then he went over to the other side, away from me. He went to the opposite side of the room, and I don't know what he did there. And after a while, he went and used the computer, and he went out again. There were moments when he was sort of looking at me, but then I didn't look at him. But then you can tell, like he was trying to. He didn't want people to know that I was related to him. Usually, when you go to Social Security, you get all these people, and some of them might be rough or whatever. So I told my mom, like, I don't want to go there. But my mom is like, well, if you have that kind of an attitude, how the hell are you going to get anywhere? How are you going to do, you can't be afraid. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm afraid? I've done so many things. I've taken so many steps. What do you mean? I'm challenging myself. What do you... Anyway, so my mom... Anyway, so... Yeah, it was like a very shocking experience for me. It was just, I was shaking a little bit. I was emotionally just shocked. I can't believe my own dad was pretending not to notice me. That's never happened. Yeah, me and my dad are not close, but at least he would acknowledge my existence. He wouldn't pretend like I wasn't there. So it was just so... it was just so horrible. It's such a horrible... It's just such a transphobic... Horrible. I can't believe there's a person in my family who's like this. My mom, my sister, my brother, everyone, they're just open, alright? They're just more, accepting. I don't know, I don't know if I should be too critical of him, because maybe he was just completely shocked when he saw me. Maybe he was just very surprised. Maybe I shouldn't be so critical, but if that's his response, like he wants to pretend not to know me, then, fuck. I don't know what to say. I want to tell my mom, I wonder what she's gonna say. She'll be like, that horrible monster. Because my mom really hates my dad. She really hates him. So this would be like confirmation for her. She'll be like, he's such a horrible human being. How can he do that to his own child? He's such a horrible human being. It's disgusting. That's what my mom will be like. He's so horrible. Anyway, so I applied for several jobs. It was a bit depressing. It was like, when I was in my cover letter, I was saying, look, I got a degree in artillery and law. I just completed. I just don't have any work experience. I have good skills. I'm a good, quick learner. I can work well with steam. Please give me a chance. Please give me a chance. Don't ignore me because I don't have work experience. I can do these things. I can do these administrative things. I can do these things. Come on, give me a chance, people. Give me a chance. It's almost like I just got so tired. Like, I just can't be bothered just making some bullshit up. I just can't be bothered. I'm like, I don't know. This feels very depressing looking for work. And on top of that, like my back was a bit sore, and I had to sit in that stupid place. With my, where I met my dad. He went, and then I had to sit there for like fucking ages just to get a stupid concession card. At least I got the card. Anyway, so my dad pretended not to recognize me. It sucked. It was horrible. I just wanted to cry. I want to tell my mom. I want to tell her about this incident. Tell my brother, my sister, everyone. So they can know what a horrible person he is. But then again, maybe his reaction was perhaps understandable. I don't know if it's understandable because it's kind of very transphobic. Even if it was like, even if he was shocked, his reaction was like transphobic, homophobic or whatever. Maybe he thinks I'm gay or whatever because I'm dressing. So it's kind of homophobic, transphobic, kind of bigoted. My dad can be a little bit, a lot perhaps, bigoted. I don't know. He's a very traditional guy. I was looking at him. He looks so old and frail. He was slightly balding on the top of his head, and he looked like he looked weaker. He looked very fragile. Remember that scene in the movie Shine, where, Shine, that movie about that piano, whatever guy, and then his dad used to abuse him, and he was a kid, and he was very afraid of his dad. Well, I was afraid of him as a kid, still kind of afraid. So then, like later on, when he's an adult, he sees his father, and his father is like, his hands are shaking, and his father is more older and frail. And I looked at my dad, it just reminded me of that scene. It's like, I feel kind of like sorry for him, actually. I feel like I don't know, I feel kind of sorry for him. Because he's older and frail, and I don't know, he doesn't seem like a happy person. He seems like, he's suffered a lot of hardships in his life, and now, I'm not trying to make excuses for his behavior, but I don't know, I just felt sorry for him when I saw him very frail, and now he's, I don't know, on Social Security. He just left his job recently. He used to make quite a lot of money, over 100K, and at one time he was making, so I don't know, it just seemed like this person who's very this powerful, strong authority figure is now very frail and weak, and I don't know, it's kind of depressing. Anyway, I'm just waiting for my mother. I did get a few looks from people. But, I'm still getting used to it, This kind of doesn't bug me that much. Heck, I might even wear it because I'm not trying to hide the fact that I am like this trans person. I'm not trying to hide that. So I'm not afraid of my voice being very masculine or whatever. But I want to get a feminine voice just for myself, for my own confidence. So, maybe next time I'll wear a skirt. I was thinking about wearing a skirt today, but I thought, I'll just go with this thing for now. I'm just wearing like a thing. So, maybe next time I might wear a skirt. Why not? It's just another step in my transition, wearing a skirt, going out in public, or wearing a dress, something like that. Okay, my mom's here, so I'm going to complain to her about my dad. I'm going to tell on him. I was talking to my mom about this, and she was also shocked about it. No, I'm just making a video. And now, while we're driving home, my dad is in front of us in his freaking car. What the fuck? Is this a coincidence or what? My mom is also like shocked. She's like, I can't believe he did that. You can't believe he did that, right? Oh, she can't believe it. Why did he do that? Why did he ignore me? Huh? Why did he ignore me?
I don't know.
She's telling me don't worry about it. Why are you worrying about it? She's telling me don't worry. It's not your fault.
worry.
I'm not worried. I'm just saying it was like a very difficult experience.
Experience, worry. Don't forget that.
Very depressing. What a day. I had to apply for these stupid jobs. I can't believe it's still in front of us.
Appointment is there.
What?
Is your job?
No, I was applying for the jobs. Mom's saying, did you get an appointment or an interview? And I'm saying, no. Now I gotta go home with my dad right in front of me. And I'm like, fuck, what the hell is this? Now we gotta, follow him all the way? Can't we go a different road? Let's go a different road. Okay? Come on, why can't you, let's go a different road, man. Go straight. No, go straight. Okay, my mom was saying, shut up. She's like, I'm not taking a different road. That's how much my mom cares. No, she doesn't care. She's like, let's go slowly. Let him go forward. Go slow. I don't want to be near him. He's making me feel like shit. He's rejecting me completely. I feel so horrible inside. You know, I don't feel good. But
forget it.
Okay, maybe I made a bit dramatic for the video, but okay. Let me just. I'm making. Anyway, so yeah, thank God, far away. Anyway, so no, it does bug me. I can't just forget it. How can I?
I know it is hard.
How can I just forget it? You're just telling me to forget it.
It will hurt you. I know. It will hurt you. Enake hurt pannudhu seriya. Putting the medicine cheyadonte enakku namba mudiyilla. I couldn't believe it.
Okay. Mom's saying.
Enakku ummele believe panna mudiyilla.
Mom's saying she cannot believe this. She cannot believe my dad's reactions. She's saying, I cannot believe this, but that your dad did this to you. She's shocked. Even she's shocked. Yeah. That's right. It's very depressing, shocking, and it was just, imagine if your parent suddenly one day pretended like you didn't exist. They just didn't want to know you. They're in public. Maybe in private, but in public, it's like, I don't know you. You're a freak. Stay away from me. Whatever. Anyway, so my dad finally went another way, so I can relax a little bit. It's like horrible. Doesn't make you feel good when your own parent is like that. Look at my mom. She's completely supportive. She's completely like the opposite of my dad. My mom is like, yeah, always supporting stuff. So that's good. But yeah. That was such a shocking experience. It's gonna take a while for me to get over this one. But I will get over it. I am strong. I am strong. I'll be okay. Just one of those things, you know. I mean, if you're trans or whatever, and sometimes your family won't accept it. I mean, I saw videos where other trans people were talking about like how their parent or whatever family would have issues, and I never had those experiences because everyone in my family was sort of accepting. And now I actually had the experience where one of my parents has issues and was sort of rejecting. So I too have had that experience. So I can say, yes, as a trans person, I have had the experience of having to deal with a family member who has issues with my identity, who's got issues with my whatever, who's rejecting me, disowning me. It is so hard. I mean, on one level it is kind of funny, but on another level it's kind of hurts. I can see that. Why are you laughing? Why do you think it's funny?
Funny.
I'm always laughing. Why are you laughing? But I'm saying, what else should I do? Should I cry? I'm gonna laugh. Oh, it's good to have a parent who can see the. Oops, sorry for spitting. It's good to have a parent who can see the funny side of things and such. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna just go relax. I'm so tired. You know, when I was walking, I could see like how it was. My legs were lazy. It's like, I don't want to walk. I don't want to walk. Maybe the implant. I mean, you know, like, it's a bit sore. Okay, so almost an unexpected thing happened today. Didn't expect it. Like, this is how life is. Like, you just don't expect these things, and they just happen, and it's like, what the fuck? I didn't see that coming. I mean, I totally thought he would like, totally won't give a shit, but maybe he was like totally. Maybe it was the situation is all public and whatnot and whatever. I don't know what the fuck. I'm not gonna make excuses for his behavior. Fuck it. He was just being a jerk. Transphobe. Possibly homophobe.